Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, CCX here, and welcome to the last few final parts of Bayonetta. It's time to take on one of many bosses. Well, actually, not really one of many bosses, but it's time to take on the big bad Lumen Sage. And I have to say that this is a very, very long cutscene. So, until then, grab your popcorn, do whatever you need to do, and listen to the wonderfulness that is the final boss's Lumen Sage. And enjoy, because this is when the entire plot gets BOOM!
What follows those living in the light is nothing but the profound, empty darkness born from the shadow that grows longer as they approach the brilliant radiance. To truly see, your eyes must be open to both light and dark. Don't you agree, my dear child?
Mummy's here! Mummy's here! Mummy!
Little one.
You've arrived, my dear, sweet Cereza. My, why the grim face, my dear? As a child, your smile was warmer than the sun.
So, you are the last of the Lumen Sages.
I am indeed. My name is Balder, but if you so choose, you may address me as Father.
True. That's impossible!
There is much you have forgotten. It has been 500 years since we last met. If your memories were still intact, this would have been a much more emotional reconciliation.
How did you get the girl?
Where shall I begin? We, the Lumen Sages, and your Umbra Witches, have long been the overseers of history, each bearing witness with their own eye. This is how our universe's existence was preserved. However, for 500 years, you have been exiled from the world's affairs. You are the left eye of the eyes of the world.
Could you dispense with the riddles and just tell me what these sodding eyes actually are?
Your years of slumber have caused you to forget many things, even as we stand on the verge of the resurrection of the Creator. The resurrection of Jubileus. There is but one way to return your epic of forgotten memories and open your eye of the Overseer. Your uncorrupted eye had to be exposed to the history it could not see. Your battles, your struggles, everything you've experienced in this town has been a stepping stone for your enlightenment. It has all been done for the left eye.
I've had enough of your philosophical pretensions. I won't ask again. Where did you get the girl?
Your question has been answered. All this has been done to awaken the left eye. For that, you had to see yourself once more.
You are truly beyond salvation, sage.
Ah, salvation. Such a curious word. I mark the path to salvation with light. However, no matter how brilliant that light grows, the darkness within the human heart grows even darker. Light, dark, and chaos between. Three realities, once split, shall be brought together to create a new universe in the image of the old. To these ends, leading to the Festival of Resurrection 500 years ago, I fanned the flames of terror, spurring on the witch hunts. However, despite the people's belief in the return of Jubileus, the Creator, the left eye was out of reach. Since then, I have devoted myself to this town's prosperity, and now it is time for my preparations to bear fruit. Jubileus will be resurrected. We will become the eyes of the world, and a new universe will take over.
I could never call the man behind this nightmare father.
Great speech, big guy.
Luca.
Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we, Mr. Big Shot Ithaval Executive? Salvation, light. You take this entrepreneurial philosophy a bit seriously, don't you? But it's all diarrhea of the mouth, if you ask me. History is littered with famous genocidal figures, just like you. Or, should I say, infamous genocidal figures.
You must be Luca, journalist extraordinaire. I must say, I'm truly impressed you've made it this far, child. Like father, like son, I suppose.
What?
Luca. Your father had problems with my philosophies. It's fine to investigate, but when malicious rumors start to spread, I must see to it that they come to a stop. For being kind enough to ascertain that my long-lost eraser was at the bottom of some lake, I granted him his final wish and accepted his permanent resignation.
You bastard!
You are of no use to me. However, I am not without dignity. I will allow you to die in the same manner as your father. Well, I guess my plan has gone right out the window. Such a shame that sacrifice had to be made. But if destiny is not fulfilled soon, this tragedy will be repeated ad nauseum. Speaking of tragedy, I suppose you've met Jean. While she sealed you away and kept you from trouble, after falling into our hands, she's been incredibly useful. Although her distinct lack of obedience required a bit of mental reprogramming. Her tragic end led you directly to me, just as planned. The time for awakening the left eye is soon. Fear not, my dear, sweet Cereza. That's it, Cereza. Do not fear your fate. Stand tall, my child. Realize your true potential. Cereza, we are one, my child.
Now it is time to fight Father Baldur himself. Did you guys love all that cutscenes? Yeah, gotta love all that plot dump. Now Baldur here, he's not your typical regular boss or regular angel for that matter. In fact, he actually is kind of similar to John in a way, where he'll counter most of your attacks and you cannot witch time him very easily. In fact, the only time you can witch time him is after he's done a particular certain 3-part combo. Occasionally though, after a while, Baldur will try to drop a particular satellite laser or satellite on you, or end up grabbing a particular building. The satellite laser that he ends up dropping is a Sega 16 satellite, or System 16, which is basically, I think Sega's company logo, or Sega's company brand. Once you've gotten, but don't fret though, you guys are probably wondering, boy, this guy only has 1 health bar? Huh, did you call this a final boss? It's like, this guy's not that badass. Well, you'll see what happens right after this. Ah, crap. You just killed Gamora. Oh. That's, unfortunate. Yeah, this is, definitive proof that this guy is no joke, and he really will kill you. In fact, this guy is, like, the pinnacle of difficult on non-stop climax. I always keep calling it infinite climax, but the only reason why I call that because there's non-infinite climax in the difficulty setting, so I always just call it that for just short. But that's not to go ahead and be mistaken for Bayonetta 2's difficulty of infinite climax. Anyways, this is his technique where he ends up taking up a building. Think of this as John's rocket, where you have to press X and A to be able to deflect it right back at him. So once the building gets closer to you, end up pressing the 2 buttons and get ready to press those wonderful Y buttons, because to be honest, this game really loves spamming those. But anyways, and booyah! And ends up taking a chunk of his life, which is really relatively good, and is what you really want to do if you're trying to go for the pure platinum for this fight. Avoid most of his attacks. Try not to rush him. If you do shoot him, however, you do some... Oh, wait. Nope. Actually, here's come the Sega System 16 Laser Beam. Now, in here, what you want to do is you want to wait for the prompt to jump. Most people actually get hit by that, and I never really understand it, considering the prompt ends up showing down on the bottom screen. What is wrong with you people? Anyways, since I have Celine's light, I can be able to actually deflect a lot. But let's try again.
Tilak Bovim!
Well, the centipede didn't do anything, and I never really understood that. Like, the thing is, we only summon 2 infernal demons. We don't really summon anything else. This is his this is the combo that I was talking about, where he, well, actually no, that's not the combo. That right there, you don't want to get caught in, because if you get caught, he will go ahead and try to combo you. And the thing is, Baldur really hurts, even on normal mode. Actually, no, not really. I don't think he even hurts in normal mode. Not to my knowledge. Then again, I never give him the chance to combo me. This technique is basically home and fire, where the fire will come in a set location, and then they will dart for your position. That's really about it. Now, after a while, though, he will go ahead and drop the satellite on you. And, like I said before, this... Oh, well, speaking of which, here it comes. It's time to drop Sega just like they dropped the dream. I mean, let me not say that. It's kind of mean. And here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the epic rocket. Well, actually, this is more similar to John's rocket because he actually deflects it back at you. Legend of Zelda be damned. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if Legend of Zelda was like this, well, I really don't know. Ooh! By the way, the next part, you have to guide a bullet. Yes, a bullet. Past glass. The reason why I'm actually going to be silent because it's going to be transitioning to another cutscene. So, enjoy the final moments of Baldur, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I can actually connect a hit. Because the thing is I suck in this fight. And boom!
Don't fuck with a witch.
Jubileus, the Creator, grace you!
I've got to give you credit, Bayonetta. You never cease to impress.
You haven't seen the half of it.
I've seen enough. Well, that about wraps it up, huh?
Not yet. No need to be afraid, little one. The nightmare is over. Everything was just a dream. You're a strong little girl. There is nothing you cannot overcome.
Mummy, did you find it? What you were looking for?
Yes, I found it. So don't you worry anymore. You just keep your treasure safe too. Sweet dreams, little one. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words. When you love something, never lose it. Understand, little one? You must keep it safe, close to your heart. I'm not afraid anymore, Mummy. No matter what. There's nothing I cannot do.
Bayonetta! What's happening to you?
And now it is done. The right eye oversees the light. The left eye oversees the darkness. 2 eyes to oversee the world. It was never the woman known as Bayonetta that I set my sights upon. It was you as a child, Cereza, that I sought. For she was the one who saw the world through innocent eyes, and she was the one who could give rise to a new history. It was her energy that could awaken the left eye. This has all worked out splendid. Let us begin, Cereza. The time is at hand. Now, the resurrection of Jubileus shall be completed. We are the eyes overseeing the world. We are the eyes overseeing a new era, a new reality, to which we will devote ourselves eternally. May Jubileus the Creator grace all of its creations.
Oh, snap, son. Bayonetta got captured. Ain't good. Well, guess that's the end of... Oh, yeah, I got a platinum. Anyways, if I didn't get hit, I would have gotten a pure platinum, but who cares? Anyways, yeah, Bayonetta got captured. Damn. What are we going to do now? There's, like, nothing we could do. Look at it. She's not even in the loading screen. And there's nobody. Why do they decide to do? I'm so glad they get rid of this in Bayonetta 2, because this is like out of freaking left field. But yeah, she got captured. What's gonna happen now? There's nobody left. John is dead. Luca can't do anything. That's it. Man, I don't know, guys. But anyways, I guess I'll see you guys next time when we head to the final part of Bayonetta. I've been CCX. I'll be seeing you guys next time. CCX over and out.